Welcome back to the channel. I just want to go over a few things on why we decided to move out of the Lazy Daze. Is the Lazy Daze good for full-time living? In our opinion. At the end, I'm going to give you a tour of the motorhome because there were so many updates that we did that I didn't get a chance to film. So I wanted to show you what we've done to the motorhome. So, if you didn't watch my last video, we have moved into a house. We have 2,000 square feet now. So we moved from the little 26.5-foot rear lounge mid-bath Lazy Daze to a 2,000 square foot house. Now, why did we do that? We have been stationary for almost a year now. We've actually owned the motorhome a year. February was a year, so a little over a year. And we have been back in California full-time, just staying here since April, I think. End of March, middle of April. And we've been in the motorhome that entire time. Well, we thought we were going to travel around with work, but so it happened that this project is just like, really big. And this is the one that, Dale has been in charge of since the beginning, and then he's got projects in the area as well. So this area is kind of like home base. So he's got the one big project and the several other projects in the area. So we weren't going to be traveling, outside of this area. And the motorhome's a little small. It worked just fine. I mean, everything worked in it perfectly, but like the day-to-day tasks of like cooking and just, functioning, not having like a table, a place to sit down and eat some food. Everything was just a little bit harder in the motorhome. We really, really do love the motorhome, and that motorhome, she runs so good. We just moved her and put her in storage, and it was kind of like bittersweet, but we can now use her for her intended purpose for travel. So she still, like I said, runs really well. She's easy to maneuver. She fits in most places. You know what I mean? You can back her into like a parking spot. So we're really excited to use her as just a travel vehicle. We were tired of motels and all that, so it is nice to have your things with you when you travel. So we're just gonna, pack her with the stuff that we want for whatever trip we're taking at that particular time. We did empty everything out of her, so I'm probably gonna put in, like designated utensils or designated pans, maybe even like some, clothes that we would wear, mainly just camping, those types of things. I did make the beds and put all the bedding for the 2 twin beds because we don't have twin beds anywhere else in this house. We really, really did enjoy our time in the motorhome, and we still really like the motorhome, and we're still really happy with our decision to buy that motorhome. And we would not have been able to stay so close to work. I mean, we were within 2 miles of the big job site for a year. So we would not have been able to do that had we not had the motorhome. So we're super, super thankful for that. This house is, I think, like 3 miles from the job site, maybe 4. So we're still very, very close, but it gave us time to find the house, and when we realized that, well, we're going to be in this area for at least another year, it just made sense to be able to spread out. And it is nice to kind of, be able to breathe a little bit. Do I think that a 26.5-foot Class C motorhome is good for full-time living? Not in our opinion. It works. It does the job. It gives you a roof over your head, a place to cook, and take a shower and all the things. But if there's 2 of you, 2 people, 2 dogs, it's small. It's small. And maybe not even that floor plan. Like they have floor plans. Maybe if you had a bedroom in the back and like a table and a couch like towards the front, maybe that would have been a better setup. I mean, we do like the rear lounge because it has the, the panoramic views, which is perfect. And you know, when you're backed up to the beach is what we were thinking. It's perfect for that. But for full-time living, not the right one. Plus, we don't have any slides. So if you are looking to get, you know, something to live in full-time, like some kind of RV, just take into consideration like how many people are going to be living in it, what you want to do with it. Are you going to be stationary? What are the things that you need in it? You know, there were two of us. We needed clothes. We wanted to be able to cook our own food, so we had, you know, pots and pans and, you know, food storage. And then we have the dogs. Do you have pets? You know, where are they gonna sleep? And then what you're gonna do? Are you gonna want to go to like the national parks and state parks because you're gonna want something shorter? Are you gonna be, you know, kind of stationary, maybe like snowbirds 6 months out of the year or something, somewhere in, you know, warmer weather? Maybe you can afford to have something bigger if you're going to be in like a bigger RV space. There's lots of things to consider when getting a motorhome. But with that said, we are super grateful for the motorhome, and it was fine. And we could have kept, you know, living in it, and we would have been, you know, just fine. So anyway, stay tuned for the RV tour. Comment down below what you think, and do you think you could live full-time in a Class C? And if you do, let me know. How's that working out for you? Or maybe what are some tips and tricks for other people that like you can share in your experience? That would be really cool as well. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please consider doing so. We do all kinds of fun things around here on this channel, cooking, traveling, all of the things. If there's any kind of content that you're really interested in, comment down below to make content that you guys want to watch. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. I wanted to give the empty RV tour. As you know, if you watch my channel, we have just moved into a house. So I thought I would give you the tour, because we did do some updates and then I didn't share them with you, so I thought I would share them with you. We did hang up a little TV here, so you can sit in that chair right there and watch some TV. It's actually worked out pretty good and we really enjoyed it. It's unfortunate that we did it right at the end, but nevertheless, we got that chair at IKEA. I did add this nice fluffy rug right here, which I'm not sure I recommend, but I'll link it below in the descriptions from Amazon. It's a great rug and it's washable, but it's impossible to vacuum. And then we live where there were some leaves and the leaves kind of get stuck, so to shake it out, it's impossible too. So it's maybe not the most practical, but anyway, it feels good and it keeps your feet from being icy cold because this floor is like super cold. I did finish painting the kitchen. So painted the kitchen and I have the everything all cleaned up, but all the hardware on there, and then the wallpaper. I have the window open. We're actually at work, go figure, but we're gonna take her to storage, but we wanted to bring her here and get her cleaned up. I also added these blinds, which I will link below as well, because they were impossible to find actually, but they're amazing. And the place that I got them on Amazon has like 800 sizes or something, so there's like no cutting or whatever, but I got one for there. And I also got one for here. Let me put that down as well. So here's what it looks like with both of them. Hopefully you can see it. Don't mind all my stuff over here, but I've been cleaning, and then they said that mice don't like pine sol, so I cleaned everything with pine sol, and then I put cotton balls of pine sol. So unfortunately, I don't like the smell of it, but Dale, he likes the smell of pine sol. So, and you know, whatever. And then the front is pretty much empty up here. I just have like some dog stuff and some random things. Anyway, the curtains, of course, have stayed the same. I never ended up doing the floor, but I painted all of this, so it looks really bright. It's like super nice and, you know, cute. I also, I added this as well. This shade. It's so nice. It's so much better than what was there. So I'll link that below as well too, because that's super nice. I did change this in the screen. I added the shoe things. I have some here and then some over here below the oven. I got a new propane detector we installed there. And I got the stuff I was going to redo the cabinet or the countertops, but we ended up moving. And of course we did all the lights. We did these. We did all of these LED lights, which I totally recommend. They're pretty amazing. And then we've also upgraded the bathroom, which I think came out like super great. This was really nice. We saw the tile, and then I think I did like a little mini thing of the shower curtain. And of course we have a little black rug down here, but there's wallpaper all over. And then this was, if you remember, I look terrible, don't look at me, a huge mirror that took up like this entire wall. And I took that down, got rid of it, and I added these shelves, and then I got just the mirror that is on this side. So this is how that is looking, and I think it looks really good with the shower curtain. Of course, I mean, just the shower's just, it's empty. Empty and clean. That's it. I just made the beds with our llama sheets on them. I took the comforters to storage because we had the beds together. That's just the hitch stabilizer. I put the runner rug back down. Put the wallpaper here as well. These curtains I got off Amazon and I hemmed them. So it's nice. And of course I have my joyful flags up here, which kind of adds a little something. My shelves that took forever to put up. And then of course we still have our TV hung up. So we'll use that. We can use that if we run the generator. But all of my cabinets are empty. It's pretty crazy, actually, considering all the amount of stuff that was here. So, yep. It's like a whole new chapter. And then the closet just has like stuff, rugs, and, you know, window things and stools, stuff we would, you know, use if we were camping. And then here we go. This is it. And then, of course, the big sink and everything. Just perfect. And we have the empty refrigerator. Or freezer, rather. Well, and refrigerator, both. So, yeah. It's actually really nice. We were hanging out in here while I was cleaning the dogs. And Dale was sitting in the chair. And we were just chit-chatting about how nice it's going to be to use this for camping instead of living. So we're kind of excited for the next phase. I'm going to finish with the painting, and then I'm going to redo the countertops. I have a cool little project I want to do with those and things like that. But yeah, once we paint that back area too, I think it's going to be, you know, really nice. Get it all done and finish the floor. We are going to actually, you know, finish the thing. So anyway, but yeah, stay tuned for all the fun things. And yeah, we'll be going on some pretty nice adventures, so we'll see you on the road.